Friends and neighbors about the risks of fentanyl. This shows us how to protect each other, to not order fake prescription pills online, to not try pills from friends, and for parents and educators to talk to children and your families and your students about the dangers of fentanyl. These dangers are real, and it's important that people of all ages and from all backgrounds understand the real risks of fentanyl and how one pill can be a tragic death. One pill can kill. These fake prescription pills are easily accessible and often sold online, making them available to anyone with a smartphone. As a mother who is navigating social media and smartphone usage for her own children, this is something that I have a lot of fear about, and I am so thrilled that there are opportunities for community education to warn about the real dangers of drugs in a positive, healthy, and safe environment. Groups like SAFE are doing great work to support education and drug prevention. It's never too early to talk to your children about drugs, substance abuse, and the serious danger of these fentanyl, deadly fake pills. So thank you, SAFE, for your important work and partnership. And I have the pleasure of introducing my partner with the Drug Enforcement Administration, Lacey Larson. She's the Acting Assistant Special Agent in charge of the Spokane DEA, and she's been an agent for over 23 years. She's also a leader of the Operation Engage program right here in Spokane, which is a special program that we're one site out of 12 in the entire nation to do these community outreach and prevention activities. So I'm so thrilled to be here with DEA and to introduce Lacey Larson to talk more about their activities.
Good afternoon. Thank you. In March of 22, DEA opened up Operation Engage here in Spokane. Since that time, DEA, through that program, has gotten out into our community to try to raise awareness of the fentanyl issues here in nationwide as well as in Spokane. We have gone into schools. We have provided materials, educational materials to community groups. We have launched a joint Citizens Academy with the Spokane Police Department. And we've worked with other local partners, including SAFE, to put up billboards. We have 9 billboards up in the Spokane area to help raise awareness on fentanyl. Currently, the most urgent drug threat to our community, our kids, and our families is the cartels who are poisoning and killing Americans at catastrophic and record rates. Violence, often associated with drug-related activity, is rising sharply nationwide and here in Spokane. According to the CDC, a leading cause of death for Americans 18 to 45 is drug overdose and poisonings. Today, the U.S. faces an unprecedented epidemic with 275 lives lost every day to overdoses and poisonings, a majority of those being fentanyl. DEA is excited to partner with SAFE, the Race Redeem Foundation, and other local partners in the Fall Family Festival on October 29th here at Riverfront Park. This event will be an opportunity for families to enjoy good music, good food, and learn about the dangers of fentanyl. Now I will introduce Marcia Maulsen. She is the CEO of the Race Redeem Foundation and a board member of SAFE.
Hello. Spokane Alliance for Fentanyl Education, known as SAFE, is an alliance of community leaders with the goal of bringing awareness and education against the illicit drug fentanyl throughout the whole Spokane area. This alliance came together through the partnership of DEA's Engage and the Race Redeem Foundation. The driving force for our work is, one, we believe the only way we're going to be able to win the war against fentanyl is if we work together side by side as a community, as you can see here today. We have a big war and we're ready. Two, the reality. The Sharons, the Todds, Tracys, and my brother, the list could go on forever, of the heartbreaking stories that are people losing a loved one because of fentanyl. If you hear their story, if you listen to their story, you will hear the heartbreak in their voice. You will see the forever sorrow in their eyes. This, for SAFE, is our fuel to work hard and attack fentanyl as a community. We need to stop the heartbreak and loss due to fentanyl. Last spring, SAFE hosted a summit that brought all our leaders from all sectors of the community together. We talked about fentanyl, the current data that Vanessa and Lacey shared, and really talked what is our issues, what are our concerns in our community. This helped SAFE make our goals clearer for the fall and spring and sustainability. We are super excited for our fall event, which is October 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. right here, this beautiful place, to have the Fall Fest. We will have a great amount of activities for family kids playing cornhole, face painting, little trunk or treat. Kids are welcome to wear costumes if they want. We have great food. We have these resource tables that will have information from all the resources from the Spokane area, focusing on prevention, treatment, recovery, support, not only for an addict, but for families who have a loved one who's an addict. We have great resources in Spokane, and we need to learn more about them and work together. We will also have I think I mentioned the food trucks, but also the music. I'm super excited about our music. We have Lakeside Jazz and Choir performing. We have Mount Spokane Marching Band, and they've been traveling all around performing for different places. We have Sammy Eubanks, who graciously is donating his time and talent to this event because he believes so much in fighting fentanyl. And our headliner, Chris Young. He's a country music artist who's won a CMT, 2 nominees for Grammy Awards, and two nominees for Billboard Awards. The list goes on. And we are so fortunate to have him come and perform on the cause of SAFE, that we are getting out the word. Through this whole event, we'll be talking about fentanyl. We will be talking in a family manner how to be safe and to recognize those fake pills, or talk about your children to be a little more careful. Also, to your parents who are senior citizens who might be looking online, we need to talk about this in just an everyday conversation and not put our heads in the sand. We need to address this. So we are looking forward to having great discussion and how to stay healthy and safe, take the heartbreak out of Spokane due to opioid and fentanyl especially. And we're really excited for this event, and we hope to have a great turnout. It's limited tickets. One thing we're very unique about is to remove the financial barrier of a ticket for many families. All tickets are free. You do need a ticket to enter, but there is no cost. We want everyone to be able to come and money not be the deterrent. So we are really looking forward to having everyone come to this venue to celebrate family time together and become a community that we're empowered to fight fentanyl as a united community. Thank you.
This truly is a community event, has to be a community event for it to work. So we would be remiss not to introduce someone who is deeply concerned about our community, who works tirelessly and very hard to affect positive change in Spokane, and that is our mayor, Nadine Woodward.
Well, thank you, Julie, and I'm just really grateful for the local, federal, and community partners that are joining us in this fight against fentanyl. Spokane, like many other communities, is battling this dangerously addictive and oftentimes lethal drug. Fentanyl is poisoning our community. It kills indiscriminately, wreaks havoc on the peace and order of our region, and leaves a scourge of property crime and violence in its path. Just yesterday, we once again saw that violence play out in downtown Spokane on a sunny fall Sunday with a police officer who was injured during a narcotics distribution investigation. Fortunately, that officer and the others involved were not seriously hurt, but once again, we're talking about only inches away from losing an officer. And thank goodness no innocent bystanders who were out on that Sunday were hurt as well. That's why we're calling on each of you. Each of you in our community has the power to say no, to help others say no to fentanyl. No more drugs, no more violence. Spokane will no longer be held hostage by drugs and drug dealers. This is not a fight that federal and local law enforcement can do alone. We need families. We need young people. We need peers, mentors, the faith community, our businesses, and civic leaders to join us in taking back our community from the deadly grips of drugs. We can be a collective and powerful force. Eliminate the demand, and the supply goes away. For those peddling these drugs in our community, it is a simple, cold business proposition. But for the rest of us, it is a life and death matter. We are so fortunate and thankful to have country music star Chris Young coming to Spokane to support us in these efforts. So join us and the Spokane Alliance for Fentanyl Education on October 29th as we raise awareness in our community. It's a chance for us to celebrate our families, our youth, and our future, and all the good that we can do together as a community. This is our chance to turn all the hurt and the devastation that fentanyl has caused so many people and turn it into something powerful and positive in the names of those individuals, their family, and friends who have been impacted. So we hope to see you October 29th.
Thank you, Mayor. And I will be distributing this flyer to members of the media. It has a QR code. That is what we'd like you to get out as the information to the public to how they can get these free tickets. There are several thousand available, so we suspect when you announce it today, a free concert with Chris Young here at the pavilion, that those tickets will go quickly. We appreciate your help getting that out there. Along with, please put the message out. Chris Young is part of this entire festival, which is all about fentanyl awareness and education. So the resources that Marcia mentioned that will be here are for families to know what to do if they have an emergency, and if they just want educational material for their families or their schools students. So at this time, if you have questions for any of the members up here, feel free, including Chief and Sheriff, and go ahead and any questions.